This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. This recording is by Mark Smith of Simpsonville, South Carolina. Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. Chapter 10. Mr. Terrapin appears upon the scene. Miss Sally's little boy again occupying the anxious position of auditor, Uncle Remus took the shovel and "put the noses of the chunks together," as he expressed it, and then began. "One day, arter Sis Cow done run past her own shadder tryin' fer to ketch him, Brer Rabbit took'n 'lowed dat he was gwineter drap in and see Miss Meadows and de gals, and he got out his piecer lookin'-glass and primp up, he did, and sot out. Gwine canterin' 'long de road, who should Brer Rabbit run up wid but ole Brer Terrapin, de same ole 1 and 6pence. Brer Rabbit stop, he did, and rap on de roof of Brer Terrapin's house." "On the roof of his house, Uncle Remus?" interrupted the little boy. "Course, honey, Brer Terrapin carry his house wid him. Rain or shine, hot or cole, strike up with old Brer Terrapin when you will and whilst you may, and where you find him, dar you'll find his shanty. Hit's jest like I tell you. So den, Brer Rabbit, he rap on de roof of Brer Terrapin's house, he did, and asked was he in, and Brer Terrapin 'lowed dat he was, and den Brer Rabbit, he ask him howdy, and den Brer Terrapin, he likewise respond howdy, and den Brer Rabbit, he say, where was Brer Terrapin goin'? And Brer Terrapin, he say which he weren't gwine nowhere skasely. Den Brer Rabbit 'low he was on his way fer to see Miss Meadows and de gals, and he ax Brer Terrapin if he won't join in and go 'long. Brer Terrapin 'spon' he don't keer if he do, and den dey sot out. Dey had plenty er time fer confabbin' along de way, but bimeby dey got dar, and Miss Meadows and de gals dey come to de do', dey did, and ax 'em in, and in dey went. When dey got in, Brer Terrapin was so flat-footed dat he was too low on de floor, and he wa'n't high enough in a cheer, and while dey was all scramblin' round tryin' fer to git Brer Terrapin a cheer, Brer Rabbit, he pick him up and put him on de shelf where de water bucket sot, and old Brer Terrapin, he lay back up dar, he did, and just as proud as a nigger wid a cook possum. Course de talk fall on Brer Fox, and Miss Meadows and de gals make a great admiration 'bout w'at a gaily ridin' hoss Brer Fox was, and dey make lots of fun, and laugh and giggle same like gals does dese days. Brer Rabbit, he sot dar in de cheer smokin' his seegyar, and he sorter clear up his throat and say, says he, "I'd a rid him over this mornin', ladies," says he, "but I rid him so hard yistiddy dat he went lame in de off foreleg, and I speck I hatter swap him off yit," says he. Den Brer Terrapin, he up and say, says he, "Well, ef you gwineter sell him, Brer Rabbit," says he, "sell him somewheres outer dis neighborhood, 'kase he done been yer too long now," says he. "No longer'n day 'fo' yistiddy," says he, "Brer Fox pass me on de road, and w'at do you reckon he say?" says he. "Law, Brer Terrapin," said Miss Meadows, says she, "you don't mean to say he cussed," says she, and den de gals hilt de fans up 'fo' der faces. "Oh, no, ma'am," says Brer Terrapin, says he. "He didn't cuss, but he holler out, 'Heyo, stinkin' Jim,' says he." "Oh, my! You hear dat, gals?" says Miss Meadows, says she. "Brer Fox call Brer Terrapin Stinking Jim," says she, and den Miss Meadows and de gals make great wonderment how Brer Fox can talk dat-a-way 'bout nice man like Brer Terrapin. But bless gracious, honey, whilst all dis was goin' on, Brer Fox was standing at the back door with one ear at the cat-hole listening. Eavesdroppers don't hear no good about themselves, and the way Brer Fox was used that day was a caution. By, Brer Fox stick his head in the door and holler out, "Good evening, folks. I wish you mighty well," says he, and with that he make a dash for Brer Rabbit. Miss Meadows and the gals, they holler and squall, they did, and Brer Terrapin he got to scrambling round up dar on the shelf, and off he come, and blip, he took Brer Fox on the back of the head. This sort of stunted Brer Fox, and when he get his remembrance, the most he seed was a pot of greens turned over in the fireplace and a broke cheer. Brer Rabbit was gone, and Brer Terrapin was gone, and Miss Meadows and the gals was gone. "Where did the rabbit go, Uncle Remus?" the little boy asked after a pause. "Bless your soul, honey, Brer Rabbit he skint up the chimbley. That's what turned the pot of greens over. Brer Terrapin he crope under the bed, he did, and got behind the clothes chist, and Miss Meadows and the gals, they run out in the yard. Brer Fox he sort of look round and feel at the back of his head, but Brer Terrapin lit, but he don't see no sign of Brer Rabbit. But the smoke and ashes gwine up the chimbley got the best of Brer Rabbit, and by he sneeze, "Hook-a-chow!" "Aha!" says Brer Fox, says he. "You're dar, is you?" says he. "Well, I'm going to smoke you out, if'n it takes a month. You're mine this time," says he. Brer Rabbit, he ain't sayin' nothin'. "Ain't you comin' down?" says Brer Fox, says he. Brer Rabbit ain't sayin' nothin'. Then Brer Fox, he went out arter some wood, he did, and when he come back, he hear Brer Rabbit laughin'. "What are you laughin' at, Brer Rabbit?" says Brer Fox, says he. "Can't tell you, Brer Fox," says Brer Rabbit, says he. "Better tell, Brer Rabbit," says Brer Fox, says he. "'Tain't nothin' but a box of money somebody done left up in here in the chink of the chimbley," says Brer Rabbit, says he. "I don't believe you," says Brer Fox, says he. "Look up and see," says Brer Rabbit, says he. And when Brer Fox look up, Brer Rabbit spit his eyes fuller tobaccer juice, he did, and Brer Fox he make a break for the branch, and Brer Rabbit he come down and told the ladies goodbye. "How you get him off, Brer Rabbit?" said Miss Meadows, says she. "Who, me?" says Brer Rabbit, says he. "Why, I just took and told him that if he don't go long home and stop playin' his pranks on 'spectable folks, that I'd take him out and thrash him," says he. "And what became of the Terrapin?" asked the little boy. "Oh, well den," exclaimed the old man, "chilluns can't 'spect know all 'bout everything 'fore they get some rest. Dem eyelids of yourn want to be propped up with straws dis minute." End of the tale.